It improves effectiveness of our herbicides. I'm going to tell you in a little bit that when you add rotation diversity, you increase yield potential. Increasing yield potential should theoretically provide extra competition against weeds. I was always taught in courses that I took in the past that your best weed control option is still a good, vigorous crop. Increasing yield potential by rotation diversity should benefit us. Influences timing of crop competition. Okay? Corn, soybean, wheat, canola, all these crops impose competition at different times against the weed population, keeps them off balance. Alters the nature of crop competition. Those same crops have different leaf architectures. They've got different root architectures. So it's going to influence how they compete for light, what weed species are adapted under those different crops, how they compete for moisture, nutrients, etc. Reduces weed seed banks. There's lots of studies that have demonstrated quite clearly that rotation diversity is associated with reduced seed numbers. You don't necessarily get rid of all the weed species, but you reduce that seed bank. The occurrence of weed resistance is in a large part a numbers game. The more weed seeds that are there, the higher the likelihood of a weed resistance event occurring and then developing. By reducing weed seed numbers, theoretically the risk of weed resistance should decline. More tillage options. Rotation diversity is obviously very good for managing weed resistance, but also is tillage diversity. And there's a very strong linkage between tillage and rotation. Good rotation requires less tillage. Poor rotation requires more tillage. And then you get cover crop options.